breaking free from the phenomenon of gang stalking is something that a lot of people don't talk about. Usually, when we are in this cycle, we feel like we are in it for the long run. It seems like it's for eternity. And even when you do break free, sometimes the mental aspect, I wouldn't say sometimes, I would say 99.9% of the time, the mental aspect that is carried over, I would call it like the residue of what we have been through, can last a lifetime. But I have a previous guest here, Alexis, who has come on before and shared her story, her courageous testimony of being gang stalked, coming out of gang stalking. And she is going to share how she got out of it. And not only how she got out of it, but more so how she equipped her mind to be able to move forward in her life, and some of the techniques that she has used. So we are going to bring on Alexis. Let's see here. I think she is trying to get on here. For now, you guys can drop in the comments where you are watching from. Let's see. Here we go. So I had Alexis on the show probably 3 to 4 months ago. She is not in the United States, and her story was just absolutely incredible. Her story, the things that she had been through really brought her to the testimony that she has today of finding Jesus. Let's see. Tell her she's having some technical difficulties. Here we go. There we go. Let's see. Is she coming in? Hello, Fitstream from Cincinnati, Ohio. So her testimony was really incredible, actually, and super inspiring of how she found Jesus in this horrific thing, which I think is a lot of our testimonies, is that, we may be lost when we are out there, in this situation, in these events and circumstances with these groups of people, which sometimes involve drug use, sometimes don't. And then when we come out, of it, we come out and we have found some sort of God that has rescued us. And for me and for Alexis, that was Jesus. And so it is really hard when you do come out of it, because you almost, like, in your mind are always still stuck in it. So there are certain things that you have to do to equip yourself. And Alexis and I were talking about it backstage, and we were definitely talking about using the Bible, but we also are both very strong believers of psychology. And she talked about EMDR. Let's see, she's having some trouble. She talked about EMDR, and I have never done EMDR, but I did do like cognitive behavioral therapy to help, with changing the mindset and things like that. And so she's going to tell you a little bit about what worked for her. And we talked a lot about in scripture where it says to bind your mind to the mind of Christ, and basically casting down vain imaginations, any thoughts My pastor Ricky used to always tell me, like, well, Jamie, that's not happening anymore. Like, that's not happening right now. Um, oh, looks like I'm frozen. I was frozen. Hmm. Alexis is trying to come back in. Mm-mm. Still spinning. Let's see. Let me see if I can get her.